Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the JavaScript. Today in this video I am going to share my knowledge only to the introduction of JavaScript. So let us discuss in detail only about the introduction. The contents what we discuss today are the introduction, script tag, internal and external JS. These are the types of the JavaScript, and we discuss about data types, operators, and different types of variables, strings and string methods. Also discuss about the prompt and alert. Now let us discuss the introduction, that is who introduced the JavaScript and contents like that. Introduction of JavaScript. JavaScript was invented by Brendan Eich in 1995. It was developed for Netscape 2 and became the ECMA 262 standard in 1997. JavaScript is the world's most popular programming language. JavaScript is the programming language of the web. JavaScript is easy to learn and also free to learn. JavaScript is the client-side scripting language. JavaScript is used to program the behavior of web pages. And we discuss now about the script tag. The HTML script tag is used to define a client-side script. JavaScript. The script element either contains script elements or it points to an external script file to the source attribute. Source attribute generally contains the link of the page or what we want to point to. Common uses for JavaScript are image manipulation, form validation, and dynamic changes of content. To select a HTML element, JavaScript most often uses the getElementById method. We mention it as document.getElementById method. For example, we open the script tag and we write document.getElementById. In parentheses, we mention the ID of the particular tag and dot inner HTML is equal to the text we want to display, and we close the script tag. Now we are going to discuss about the types of JavaScript, that are the internal and external JavaScript. You can use JavaScript code in two ways, that is the internal and external JavaScript. You can either include the JavaScript code internally within your HTML document itself. You can keep the JavaScript code in a separate external file and then point to that file from your HTML document. By using the source attribute, or we place the link attribute in the head section of the HTML file. Internal and the two types are the internal JavaScript and external JavaScript. JavaScript code is placed in the head and body section of an HTML page. External JavaScript. In external JavaScript, code are stored in separate external file using the .js extension, and we mentioned that .js extension file in the HTML page. Now let us move forward and see an example of internal JavaScript. Internal JavaScript, uh, we write the code in the head section by mentioning the script tag. As you can see, we mention the title as the internal JavaScript. Script type equal to text JavaScript. That is, we are mentioning that that it is a JavaScript code, and inside the script tag we write what we want to display. That is, simply we write document.write of. This is an internal JavaScript example, and we close the script tag. And after closing the head tag, simply we write the body tag, and we can mention whatever we want in that body tag, and close the HTML tag, and the output we get is displayed as follows. This is internal JavaScript example. This is what we wrote in the script tag. Let us move forward and see the the key points in this are. The key points to be discussed here are: JavaScript accepts both single and double quotes. We can display a particular hint message for the users. We can also add behavior for a particular element. JavaScript can change HTML styles. JavaScript can hide elements. The JavaScript syntax defines two types of values: fixed values and variable values. Fixed values and variable values. Fixed values are called literals. Variable values are called variables. Literals are numbers and strings come under the category of literals. JavaScript uses the keywords in order to declare the variables. So moving on, here come the comments. Normally, generally we know that there are two types of comments: single line comments and multi-line comments. Single line comments are used with slash, double slashes, and multi-line comments are used by slash asterisk followed by the comment and ended with asterisk and slash. Whatever we write in the comment, that block of code will not be executed. Block comments are often used for formal documentation. Are used for formal documentation. Now let us discuss about the operators. There are different types of JavaScript operators: arithmetic, assignment, comparison, logical, conditional, and type operators. These are what we discussed in our programming languages like C, Python, and Java. So let us consider one example to cover all these operators. As we can see, we have mentioned the doc type HTML body. In body, we wrote the heading tag as JavaScript operators, and H2 tag is the plus operator. That is, these two are the headings. And in paragraph tag, we mentioned that we mentioned some content, that is the plus operator concatenates strings. And another paragraph tag, we mentioned its ID as demo. And now we wrote our code, that is our JavaScript code in script tag. We will declare the variables with let and constant. We will discuss shortly. So let us see. We'll discuss two variables, text1 and text2, and also text3. The text3 contains the addition of the two variables text1 and text2. Now we are mentioned we in order to display the text3 answer, we are writing the code as document.getElementById. Demo is the ID of this paragraph tag. Here we mentioned demo dot inner HTML equal to text3. Now this paragraph tag is used to display the text3. Now we close the script and all the other tags. The output of this will be JavaScript operators. The plus operator is these two are the heading tags, and the plus operator is the paragraph tag. We mentioned it earlier. Here we can see in paragraph we wrote the plus operator concatenates strings. In output we got that, and the John Doe is the text3, which we mentioned is a JavaScript code script tag. We mentioned in a script tag. So moving on, JavaScript has eight different data types. They are the string, number, begin, boolean, undefined, null, symbol, object. The object data type. The object data type can contain an object, an array, a date. Let us see an example for the data types. We mentioned two variables, length and weight, that is of let length, let weight, and let color. We declared also two strings, two booleans, and an object we declared by using const, and an array object is defined, and also a date object. By this example, we can see different data types, that is the numbers, strings, booleans, object, array object, and date object. Let us move forward. JavaScript has also concept of variables. By variables are the containers for storing data. There are four types to define a variable. To define a variable, we can define variables using var, using let, using constant, and we can also define variables by using nothing. We have seen the let and const to define the variables in our previous pages. Now let us move on. Let us see an example to get a clear understanding of the variables concept. First, we use var to declare variables. See, now we define one heading and one paragraph, and paragraph with ID demo. Here in script tag we are writing. We write the script tag in body generally. We defined three variables x, y, and z. Z stores the value of x plus y, and document.getElementById by ID of demo.innerHTML. This this gets access to the paragraph tag because its ID is demo, and the x plus y value, that is the z value, gets stored gets Let's print it with the help of the paragraph tag because the paragraph tag has the ID demo. Now the output will be the value of z is x plus y is 11. So the value of z is 11. And we close all the corresponding tags. As you can see, the value of z is 11. Now, using let constant, variables defined with let cannot be redeclared. That is, once a variable is defined with let constant, it cannot be declared again. Example, with let you cannot do this. Let x equal to John Doe, let x equal to 0. Now, x is assigned two values, but it is not possible. But with var, you can assign two different values, var x equal to John Doe, var x equal to 0. That is, let const. Once a variable is used defined by let, it cannot be assigned two values. It has only one value. Now let us discuss about the const one. Before discussing const type, let these when we use let, these two keywords provide block scope in JavaScript. Variables declared inside a block cannot be accessed from outside the block. Let x equal to 2, and the x variable cannot be used outside of the block. Where 2 x can be used here because it is defined using variable, that is var type. Now let us discuss the const type. Variables defined with const cannot be redeclared, similar to the let one. Let type. Variables defined with const cannot be reassigned. Variables defined with const have block scope. Const is somewhat similar to the let type. Now see example. Const pi equal to 3.14 so on. Pi equal to 3.14. It gives an error because it has already has a value, and pi equal to pi plus 10. This also will give us an error because it cannot be redeclared or reassigned. Now Now we get to the concept of strings. This is one of the important concepts. And strings. JavaScript strings are for storing and manipulating text. A JavaScript string is zero or more characters written inside quotes. Whatever is written in the double quotes is considered to be a double quotes or single quotes. The JavaScript does not particularly see whether it is single quote or double quote. A JavaScript string is zero or more characters written inside quotes. And it has different methods. I have only mentioned few of them. JavaScript string length, JavaScript string replace, string substring, string slice. Length returns the number of characters in a string. Replace method is used to replace a substring or pattern in a string. String, string substring returns a specified part of the string. Slice extracts and returns a section of the string. Let us discuss them in detail. String methods, one of them here we have mentioned doc type HTML and paragraph ID demo. The sliced part of the string we have to we display that as a content, and we mentioned other paragraph tag as demo one, and we wrote script tag. In script tag we wrote let we declared one text variable, all the alphabet set, and here we got the text length method by the paragraph tag with ID demo. Here we will get the output as 26 because in text we have all the alphabet set that its length is 26. That is, it contains 26 letters, so its length will be 26. Here we declared another variable text equal to apple, banana, kiwi. That is, it is a string. Let part equal to. We declared another variable part and text dot slice of 7, 13. And here we assign it to the paragraph with ID demo1. We assign the part variable to it, and next one we declared another part1 variable with text dot slice of 7. 7, 13. We get the variables. We get the characters in between 7 and 13. Text dot slice of 7. We get all the characters from the 7th position. And next, uh, we assign the part 1, that is text dot slice of 7 to the uh, paragraph tag with id demo. Next one, we assign substring 7.13, that is part to the paragraph tag with demo id demo, and substring of 7 comma 6 to the same paragraph tag with id demo, and the corresponding outputs will be as displayed as follows. The result is 26. This is the length of the character set. This is the length of the text alphabet set. The sliced string part of the string is we wrote the slice of 7 comma 13. The output is banana. The result is banana comma kiwi. That is slice of 7. We get the result as banana comma kiwi. The result is banana. That is a substring of we got 2 7 comma 13 and 7, and substring of 7 comma 13 also we get the characters between the 7 and 13. That is we got banana, and substr method also we got output as banana. Now let's move on. Now let us discuss the prompt method. Its definition and usage. The prompt method displays a dialog box that prompts the user for input. The prompt method returns the input value if the user clicks OK, otherwise it returns null. Note is one of the important point to be noted is a prompt box is used if you want the user to input a value. When a prompt box pops up, the user will have to click either OK or cancel to proceed. Do not overuse this method. It prevents the user from accessing other parts of the page until the box is closed. Let us discuss an example of the prompt method. We mentioned the script tag in head and function fun prompt. This is a prompt box hello world. In prompt, we want to display the message we want, so we wrote this is a prompt box hello world. And we close the script tag and head tag. Now we wrote the body tag. Click the following button to see the effect. And in form, we wrote the button. When we click the button, we get the message as this is a prompt box, and we click OK, we get the hello world. So this is it, and we close the form, body and HTML. Now we discuss about the alert. Definition and usage. The alert method displays the alert box with message and an OK button. The alert method is used when you want information to come through the user. Note, an important point to be noted is that the alert box takes the focus away from the current window and forces the user to read the message. Do not overuse this method. It prevents the user from accessing other parts of the page until the alert box is used. Until the alert box is closed. See the example. We wrote the in body tag, we wrote two heading tags, the window object, the alert method. Click the button to display an alert box. It basically takes the input from the user. And we wrote a function button. And in script tag, we wrote the function my function alert. Hello, I am an alert box. And we close the script tag. When we click the button, we get the alert as hello, I am an alert box. So this is it, and we discussed here the contents. Basically, the introduction, string and its string methods, alert, prompt, and different types of variables, different operators, different variables, and we also discussed about the we also discussed about and prompt, string methods, strings, that is the different types of variables, how to declare. We discussed about the data types and different types of operators, comments, some of the key points. External JavaScript, this is only called the external JavaScript because it is only written externally without writing in HTML. And different types of JavaScript, script tag. We mentioned about the script tag and the basic introduction. So that is all about the introduction of JavaScript. Thank you.